I have traveled to some beautiful places and eaten some incredible food in Vietnam. However, everywhere I go, the scars of Vietnam's brutal past still looms over this vibrant country. Unfortunately, there's no escaping the horrors of the war that took place over 4 decades ago. Every now and again, I think about the soldiers who fought in the war, the people who lived through it, and the millions who lost their lives. Somehow, this country has risen itself from the ashes of pain and suffering to become one of the most vibrant and resilient places on earth. Today, we remember as I visit the War Remnant Museum.
It's emotional, I can't even lie to you.
And the Cuchi Tunnel. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. Once you're here, you learn so much about the history of the war in Vietnam. It's quite eye-opening, to be fair. It's crazy, like what took place.
The origins of the war can be traced back to Vietnam's struggle for independence from French colonial rule. After World War II, Vietnam was divided into 2 separate countries, with the communist North and the non-communist South. The United States supported the non-communist government in the South, while the Soviet Union and China supported the communist government in the North. The US government feared that the spread of communism in Southeast Asia would threaten US interests and national security.
It's quite eye-opening, to be fair. It's crazy, like what took place here and how many people were against the whole movement. People were against the whole war, you know what I mean? And people were very much anti-war. So you do get that feel and that little bit of a history lesson when you're here still. Very emotional, sobering story, very harrowing. The things that you're getting to see, the things that you read, the articles, the anecdotes, the personal journals. It's emotional, man. I can't even lie to you. And it's very graphic, very visual. It's very transparent, and there's no secrets, nothing's been hidden. You're seeing everything for what it is. The effects of war. Wow, I mean, what a harrowing experience. It's hard not to get a bit emotional about this. It is so emotional. How many lives were affected by this war. And you go through every different room. It tells you like a brief story, a brief background, anecdote about what happened and what took place. And I can't lie, you know, some parts I was just like beyond shocked, you know, shocked beyond belief. And it's crazy. It's crazy that this happened, 40, 50 years ago. It's just nuts to me.
with
guys.
I'm with Twain.
Hey,
So,
hello.
Twain, just tell us a bit more about this place. What's the meaning behind what you're doing?
Okay, you can see that this is the place of the victim of Agent Orange. They are, disability people. They are handicapped people. You know what? Because of the Vietnam War. Because during the Vietnam War, there was a lot of chemical was trouble down in Vietnam. Especially was the Agent Orange. 4,000 people died because of the Agent Orange, and 2 million people were infected by the Agent Orange. And that is, you see it nowadays. You see it. See, this one, the small hand, but in here they are working. They are making a beautiful art named lacquerware painting. You see, they have to inlay. They have to make it. They have to cut the eggshell, very small detail, one by one, and then they have to inlay it on a wood platform like that one.
Okay.
Detail, very detailed, and with the normal people, easy job for us.
Yeah.
But with them, it takes them for maybe hours or many days, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, or even a month to finish one small picture. But you know that they are disability people, but they are not useless. They want to do something for the society, for the people.
Yeah.
Especially here, they're making the beautiful art named lacquer painting. Yeah.
What is Agent Orange for those that are not familiar with?
So you know that the Agent Orange, during the Vietnam War with the Viet Cong, the Viet Cong, they chose to live in the jungle. You know that. So at that time, it's very hard to find them. When the US they came to Vietnam to support for the South Republican, so at that time they decided to use the chemical named Agent Orange, and it contains the dioxin. The chemical when it dropped down into the tree definitely could not survive. Immediately it died. But they didn't know what gonna happen with the people. When it fall down to our skin, to our food, when we eat it inside our body, it will change our DNA. That's right, DNA.
Right,
And it just not only happened in one generation, 3 to 4 generations.
Wow.
With the Agent Orange.
So it passes on from bloodline to bloodline for 4 generations.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
And millions of people.
We're affected by this.
Yeah, that's why we're infected by it.
So we are at a place where they make handcrafted sort of pictures of paintings with eggshells. It's crazy. Like if you see what's going on behind me, it's incredibly amazing. It's amazing what I'm seeing and what I'm witnessing right now. Still, if you walk through, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. It's amazing what they're doing. Very meticulous work. Very meticulous. It must be tedious AF. Getting eggshells galore, little bits of eggshells and sticking it onto a palette like that. It's incredible. Right now, he's teaching me the ways. Yeah. So we just do this here. It's like there. And I just polish it, you know what I mean? Just polish the thing. You know what I'm saying? Just polish it. Nice bit of polish there. Like that. Oh, okay. So he's saying circular motion, so I have to go in circular motion like that. It's not easy. This one. Okay. Just circular motion like that. Yeah. Like that. Circular motion. Good. Okay. He's saying, nah, bro. You gotta do it like this, you know what I mean?
Đánh từ bóng hết đi về nha.
Good? Good, yeah? Is that what he said? I'm a natural. Oh, see? Wow, okay, yes. Okay, so he's saying that there's a bit of a smudge there. It shouldn't happen, so what needs to happen is very simple. You need to do something more like this. So it's just, you gotta just smooth it out. So is it this bit of the hand, yeah?
Đánh luôn.
Okay. Your hand and just smooth it out, bro. It's hard, you know. It's not easy, bro. The smudge. So he's. Just bought my little picture souvenir for the sister and that.
something that she can cook for man and that, you know what I mean? Come on. Yeah.
Alright, so we are at Coochie Tunnels now. Come on, let's go see what it's saying. Got my guide over there, he's going to tell us what to do.
The origins of the Coochie Tunnels can be traced back to the 1940s during Vietnam's struggle for independence from French colonial rule. The tunnels were initially built by the Viet Minh, a communist revolutionary organization to evade detection by the French forces. The tunnels were expanded and developed by the Viet Cong, the communist forces in the South Vietnam. The Viet Cong used the tunnels to hide from American and South Vietnamese forces.
It's about 40 centimeters, but in the past, the real size is just only about 30 to 35 centimeters. It's just like this one. See, like this one. What? At that time, it was made for the Vietnamese body, not with the U.S. soldier. And at that time, usually with the Western people,
They're big.
very big, very tall, and one big chest like this one, and wide shoulder, and big belly, or big butt. So at that time, extremely small.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
40 or 60. But I mean, the Vietnamese people also must have had the same issue as I did.
Wow, this is insane. I got broad shoulders, man. It's killing me. That was good. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was crazy. It's crazy.
In one same time.
Yeah, man. It's very dark down there.
1,000.
Going in, I think my shoulders are too broad. I've got to...
These tunnels were dug by hand using basic tools such as shovels and pickaxes.
And one thing with the Viet Cong, they didn't have any map. They didn't draw any map in this area. They remember by their heart.
Wow.
Yeah, can you imagine if you draw the map and the US found, they're all gonna die. Yeah, they have to remember by their heart in this area.
Wow.
And one thing, when the last Viet Cong they went down to the tunnel, they also set up the green net or the landmine under the door, under the secret entrance, like this one. So if any US soldier found this one, when they try to open this one, boom. They died, and this plug collapsed, and they couldn't find a way to go down to the tunnel. Yeah, secret entrance, and they also tried to get inside to the tunnel, but the problem, their body was too big, too tall, too high, big chest, big belly, or big butt. Yep. When they went down there, got stuck under the ground. Right. And so because of that reason, they also created one small group named Tunnel Rat or Rat Tunnel. Have you ever heard about them before? Rat Tunnel, yeah, soldier. Yeah. You can come closer. And you know that, and the main weapon of them is just the pistol and the torch and the knife. Because you could not bring down the M16 because the M16 is very long, about 1.2 meters. And how tall is the tunnel? Around just 60 centimeters. When you go down inside, you just can only bring it just only one way. You cannot turn the guns, okay, the torch. And one more thing, you know that they were a soldier came from US, from Australia, from New Zealand, from Korea, from Philippines, who they were the allies of the US Army. Okay, so the first condition to join inside the Tunnel Rat group, first short one, 1.6 meter, about 1.6 meter, and the next one, small, skinny.
So sometimes
Yeah, that's right.
good, yeah.
That's why. So they were, in some of them they were a volunteer, but some of them they were forced to go inside to the tunnel. And you know that finally this project was failed because when the US soldier went down to the tunnel, they could not find a way to get up. Some of them, you know that, get lost, stay there forever. They could not go out. And a lot of people, when they went out, they're very scary, freak out. And some of them, they got the PTSD.
Through the tunnel, man. This is nuts. We're out here, bro. Man's out here. It's crazy.
Oh, it's a small hole.
And there's another hole underneath as well, which is mad.
Wait, what? Oh shit, that's steep. Oh,
Wow.
there is that, no.
We are crawling inside this hole. So man, you got to be very careful.
Oh, that's a piece of net. Oi!
Wow.
Oi, careful here.
You see what you must have left your gun, bro. Crazy, bro.
Are everyone alright?
Yes. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Everyone good?
yes.
Nuts.
Oh, for God's sake.
It gets smaller and smaller as we go. Do you know what? Do you know what? My arse is getting a workout.
The tunnels were an essential part of Viet Cong's strategy during the war, and they allowed them to operate and communicate with relative impunity. The tunnels were also a symbol of the Vietnamese people's determination and ingenuity in face of adversity.
Oh man. That was tough.
The tunnels were expanded and developed by the Viet Cong, the communist forces in the South Vietnam. The Viet Cong used the tunnels to hide from American and South Vietnamese forces, to transport supplies, and launch surprise attacks. The tunnels were designed to be self-sufficient, with kitchens, medical stations, and even theatres. Milk is a starch extracted from the storage roots of a cassava plant.
Oh, my God.
That's what it's
Yeah,
like.
it's like a potato or something.
Yeah, like potato, that's right.
That's a different thing.
Imagine eating only this.
So
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
they ate this, yeah?
Yeah,
Every day.
yeah, that's
Every
right.
day.
Every day.
Wow.
It's very, very difficult for them to cook rice
Why was it difficult for them to cook rice?
because when you cook rice, you have to we have to cook it for a longer time.
Right.
And with the rice, you cannot keep it for a longer time. If you keep it more than
If you make-
12 hours or 24 hours,
It becomes poisonous.
that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right. Fermented like this one. Yeah.
So
You cannot eat it. So with this one, you can keep it very long time. 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, okay, no problem. Yeah.
high in carbs as well. And the peanuts give them a little bit of protein.
Really tasty.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone
I'll
else?
take one more. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah. I mean, if they're here.
And with the peanut and the...
To be fair, it's quite tasty.
I like it.
I like it. But to have it every day is a bit excessive.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, every hour would be fine.
For you, innit?
I don't think any day.
Yeah, me neither.
Even pizza, I couldn't eat.
Yeah. Can't eat the same thing twice. It just doesn't.
I have to say, California spoiled.
Ate this every day. And how long did the war go on for?
From 1954 to 1975.
And they ate this every day. They ate this every day from 1954 to 1975.
21 years.
21 years of eating this every day. Pho must be, when it came out, pho must be, it must have been a luxury. Anything.
Okay, so my friend, please.
It was crazy.
And the next information I want to share with you. In the past, also had a lot of open spot like this one in US. They also tried to go inside, and the second way to find the Viet Cong, they make the Viet Cong come up, that they're gonna pump the water inside to the tunnel. Yeah. And at the time when they thought that when they pump the water inside to the tunnel, the Viet Cong would go up. But after that, when they pump the water inside the tunnel, they keep waiting, but they didn't see any happen. They didn't see any Viet Cong go up. Why? I can answer for you. Some part of the tunnel, you know that, is connect straight to the Saigon River. So when they pump the water down to the underground, the water just goes straight to the river outside right there. Or the next one, you know that, the second answer, they make the tunnel with the U shape like this one, the U shape. So when they pump the water just stuck at the bottom. So the Viet Cong, they can swim. Oh, to get through. Yeah. My ladies and gentlemen, my friend, you can also see here, right here, many statues, right? Why is here right now that I can answer for you one secret. That in the past, with the Viet Cong, they didn't stay under the ground for all of the time. Why? Anyone can tell me?
Need fresh air.
Air, water, food, yeah, and light.
Yeah.
Okay, so when in this era wasn't have any U.S. soldier, when the U.S. soldier came back to their basement, so Viet Cong, they could stay on the ground to do the normal activities. They can speaking with each other, they can laying on the hammock like this one, they can speaking, they can eating, relaxing on the ground like this one. And for example, two soldiers like this on the ground talking, chatting with each other. For example, like this one. Oh, I heard that your wife got baby. Right. Is this a boy or a girl? A boy? Oh, happy for you. Sphinx, come here, come closer. I'm gonna show you something like this. Okay, can you see the hammock? Like this one, hammock. This have two sides. See? So we can lay down in the middle. Hammock could cover for our body from mosquito, from snake. And you know, mosquito was the nightmare with the soldier in this era. You know malaria? Didn't have medicine, and you got malaria, you will be die maybe few days or few weeks after if you didn't have medicine. The next thing, the scuff, right? This one is very convenient for them. You know, you can use one as towel, whip out the wet, took shower, or you can use one to cover their nose. When in the US, they pump the gas or the poison smoke into the tunnel to make them become a US soldier.
These Viet Cong guys
So-
were too smart, super
Yeah, that's
smart.
right.
It's like they were always one step ahead. The Americans will think they had them, and they didn't, which is crazy.
You know, that is what's that.
Alright, so we're here right now. We're gonna do some shooting practice.
There's many guns right here.
Many guns, yeah.
Many guns right here.
Loads of guns. So these were these the guns that the Viet Congs were using?
Yes, here. This one, the
All of
AK first one. No, not just only the
Oh, so they
AK-47.
only used the
Yeah,
AK-47.
that's right, AK-47. Yeah.
That's the only thing that they could afford and that they could get.
They're supported by the Soviet Union in
But
China.
yeah, that's what I was thinking, because they were getting supported by Soviet Union, and that's all they had.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
She's American. They don't fuck about around here. Two at one time. Sweet home Alabama.
It's from Alabama.
Okay, mum.
But I did live there for some years.
There you go. It runs in the blood. It's in the
It
blood.
does. My mom used to eat squirrel brains.
What?
She used to eat squirrel brains. She'd kill squirrels and eat it.
That's one thing I haven't tried yet.
You put your chest here.
Chest here?
Yeah. See, you see a small hole? Yeah. You make small hole here and then straight on.
Okay. My chest hurts. My chest is hurting, you know. Yo, you gotta go gym for this. I might even twitch there.
Okay, that's it.
Woo!
Wow. How you feeling?
Do you know what? The concentration, my chest hurts, you know.
So,
The picture on the wall, that's right. That was the scenery of this area. The Viet Cong, they recycle and they create new weapons, new traps. And with this picture, can you see with this one? They were collecting the heavy bombs. Which one was non-active bomb? Non-active bomb, you can see this one. And so you know that in this area there was about 500,000 tons of bomb. That means 500,000 tons of bomb was dropping down in this area to destroy the tunnel. But some of them, when it fell down, it didn't explode bomb. So Viet Cong, they did the most dangerous thing, the most dangerous job ever in the war. First, collect the bomb. Second, cut the bomb. So you know, when you cut the bomb like this one, in the beginning, many people die. Accident happen. Boom. After that, when they're cutting the bomb, they have to pour the water on the top of the bombs to slow down the temperature or to prevent the fire. If not, boom, happy ending. Yeah. And after that, after they cut the bombs into the half, they took the gunpowder inside. Gunpowder they can recycle to make landmine, explosive. And with the gunpowder, you know, it can cure for the skin problem. You know, the itchy. Yeah. It will make them alive, okay? Don't be scared, okay?
Oh my god.
And some of the metal that were left over from the inactive bomb were used to set up booby traps.
How do you feel about the war? Like the Vietnam War? How does it make you feel?
How do you feel? You know that I don't like war. I can say that I hate the war. I don't want to fight with any people, especially with the Vietnamese people. You know, we have to protect each other. We have to live with each other with friendliness. I don't like war. We just only want to have it peaceful. Only peaceful.
Yeah.
War.
Yeah. Was it worth it in the end? Was the war worth it in the end? Was it?
I think the only thing that's worth is about the freedom. It's about the end of the war. Yeah, we can finish the war. You know that no more war, just only the peaceful life. That I think that is the best thing. That I think is will be worth.
That
no
everyone, it brought you lot more together than it did apart.
Yeah, as well. Make it come closer together.
Come closer together.
The war in Vietnam was a tragedy of immense proportions. But for me, the real tragedy of the Vietnam War was the loss of life and the toll it took on the Vietnamese people. From the innocent civilians caught in the crossfire to the soldiers who lost their lives fighting for their beliefs. Maybe it's the pain and suffering that has made Vietnam what it is today. A country that has risen from the ashes and is now one of the most vibrant and resilient places on earth. Maybe we can learn from the example and build a world that is free from war and conflict. We remember